Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sami Zayn made another big blunder on the latest episode of WWE Raw heading into the Royal Rumble. While he looked remorseful, Kevin Owens was very pleased. In the main event of the show, the master strategist collided with Drew McIntyre in a singles match. He was 0-10 against the Scottish Warrior going into the bout, and it became 0-11 after the bell rang, as the two-time WWE champion won the match. Drew McIntyre cheated, but the referee didn't see him placing his feet on the ropes. He attacked Sami Zayn after the match, and Cody Rhodes came out to make the save. The American Nightmare took down the big man with a Cody cutter. However, the undisputed WWE champion was blindsided by Kevin Owens, his current rival. He started getting the upper hand, but McIntyre stopped him. Sami Zayn wanted to hit Drew with the hell of a kick, but the latter got out of the way, and he accidentally hit Cody Rhodes. McIntyre bailed and had a big smile on his face. Kevin Owens stood next to Sami and stared down at Cody. He gave his former tag team partner a tap on the chest to say well done and left. Last week, Sami attacked Seth Rollins, and now he has done the same thing to Cody. He's seemingly made two big mistakes in a row now. The lights of the WWE Raw arena flickered as the crowd erupted in anticipation. The show was running its usual high-octane course, delivering electrifying matches, surprise returns, and jaw-dropping moments. However, on this particular night, it was a familiar face, the enigmatic and often perplexing Sami Zayn, who was about to make a significant, and as it would turn out, career-altering decision. In the process, Sami Zayn would once again find himself caught between his own misguided choices and the relentless expectations of his allies. But this time, something unexpected would happen. His blunder would not be met with ridicule or disdain from one of his most important relationships. It would in fact have the opposite effect. The setting: Monday Night Raw, January 2025. The opening segment had already set the stage for the chaos to come. The superstars had been embroiled in ongoing storylines that intertwined personal rivalries and alliances. The biggest storyline, of course, was the fractured relationship between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, former best friends turned bitter enemies turned something else. Their saga had captured the attention of fans all over the world, with fans speculating on every step they took. Would they reunite? Would they feud for the last time? Or was something else at play? The Raw audience buzzed with excitement. The familiar sound of "Worlds Apart" echoed through the arena as Kevin Owens made his entrance. The crowd cheered loudly, a mixture of admiration and intrigue surrounding the former Universal Champion. Owens walked confidently to the ring, staring into the crowd with his signature scowl. However, tonight he wasn't here for a typical match. Tonight he had something on his mind, something that had been building ever since his latest interaction with Sami Zayn. Owens grabbed a microphone and began to speak. "You know, I've been thinking a lot about Sami Zayn. And about our history together. We've been through a lot, folks, and the truth is, I've had enough of this back and forth. He cost me something important not too long ago, and I can't let it slide anymore. So, Sami, come on out here. We need to talk." The crowd went wild. Sami Zayn, the ever-dramatic and unpredictable figure, hadn't appeared yet, but the anticipation was palpable. When Zayn's music hit, the atmosphere shifted. Zayn strolled out to the stage with his usual swagger, though there was a noticeable nervousness in his step. He had made mistakes before, and it was clear that the audience was eagerly awaiting his next move. Would he make another catastrophic error? Or was this the moment where Zayn could turn things around? "Kevin," Zayn began, entering the ring with caution. "Look, I know you're upset about what happened last time. You think I cost you something, but that's not what happened. Man, you've got to understand, I did what I thought was right. I was looking out for both of us. I'm still your friend. We've been through too much for me to turn my back on you." Kevin Owens stared at him, unimpressed. "You keep saying that, Sami, but your actions don't match your words. Every time I put my faith in you, you make a mistake, and every time you make a mistake, we both pay the price. This is the last straw. I've had enough of being the one who gets dragged down by your decisions. This is where it ends." Zayn's face turned pale, his usual bravado faltering for a moment. The crowd was silent, tension thick in the air. Sami's mind raced. What could he possibly say to fix this? Every word seemed to make things worse. But he had no choice but to try. I can fix this, I swear, Kev. I'll make it up to you, just give me one more chance," Sami pleaded. Kevin Owens' expression softened, but only slightly. "One more chance, Sami. You said that before. I need action, not more words. You need to prove you're not the same person who keeps messing things up. Show me you're still the guy I trusted. Or this ends right here." Sami hesitated, his mind working overtime. He could feel the weight of his past mistakes bearing down on him. The truth was, he wasn't sure if he could change his ways. The old habits, the impulse to make the wrong choice in the heat of the moment, were always there. But he couldn't back down now. He couldn't afford to lose Owens for good. Not again. "I get," Sami said, his voice shaking slightly. "I'll prove it to you, but I need you to believe in me, just one more chance." The crowd was on the edge of their seats, sensing that something big was about to happen. Owens looked at Zayn for a long moment, the silence stretching out between them. Finally he nodded, but his words were sharp and final. "Fine, but you better make this count, Sami. I'm not giving you another chance after this." As the segment ended, Zayn and Owens shared a tense stare, the weight of their past hanging between them. But for now, it seemed like a fragile truce had been reached. The rest of Raw would unfold, but the saga between these two was far from over. The mistake, a new chance gone wrong. The next match on Raw was an explosive six-man tag, and both Owens and Zayn were scheduled to participate, albeit on opposite sides. The match was chaotic, with bodies flying everywhere, but the true drama wasn't in the action, it was in the tension between the two former friends. As the match neared its conclusion, Zayn found himself in a critical position. Owens was taking on the brunt of the punishment from his opponents, and Zayn had the opportunity to make a difference. The crowd's energy shifted as they sensed that Sami was about to be tested. Would he do the right thing and help Owens? Or would he make yet another costly mistake? Zayn stood at the edge of the apron, visibly conflicted. He saw Owens down, struggling to get back on his feet, and in that split second, something deep inside him urged him to intervene. But just as he began to climb into the ring, Zayn hesitated. His mind flashed back to the last time he had made a rash decision, costing Owens the match and their partnership. Would he make the same mistake again? Could he prove to Owens, and to himself, that he was capable of doing the right thing for once? But the hesitation cost him as Zayn stood there, frozen in indecision. One of the opponents on Owens' team saw the opening and struck him from behind, knocking him off the apron. Sami fell to the floor with a sickening thud, the momentum of his internal struggle turning into yet another disastrous moment. Owens, fighting for his life in the ring, had no idea what was happening outside. He was giving everything he had, but without Zayn's support, it wasn't enough. The crowd gasped as Sami Zayn tried to regain his footing, but it was too late. Owens was pinned, and the match was lost. Zayn scrambled to his feet and rushed into the ring, but the damage was done. He stood over Owens, looking down at his former friend with a look of disbelief on his face. Kevin Owens, exhausted and furious, stared up at Zayn. "I told you, Sami, I told you this would happen." Sami's heart sank as the gravity of his mistake hit him all over again. He had failed, and this time, there was no way out. The crowd, once hopeful for a reunion, now watched in stunned silence. Impressing Kevin Owens, a redemption that no one expected. Just as it seemed like the end of their partnership for good, a strange thing happened. Sami Zayn, humiliated and defeated, reached down and helped Kevin Owens to his feet. The audience gasped, unsure of what to make of this sudden act of kindness. Was it genuine? Or was it just another desperate move to salvage his relationship with Owens? But Owens didn't push Zayn away. Instead, he looked him in the eye, his expression still filled with frustration, but something else lingered there too, curiosity, maybe even a hint of admiration. "Sami," Owens said slowly, his voice low, You screwed up again, but for once, you did something right," the crowd exploded in confusion and disbelief. Was this a moment of real understanding between the two men? Had Zayn actually done something that impressed Kevin Owens? Zayn's eyes widened, and he looked at Owens, hoping for some sign of forgiveness, of an opening for redemption. And for the first time in a long time, he saw just the slightest flicker of hope in Owens' eyes. "I'll be honest with you, Zayn," Owens continued. "This whole thing is a mess, but if you're truly ready to prove you've changed, then I'll give you one more chance, but don't screw this up, we're done if you do." Sami Zayn nodded furiously, the weight of Owens' words hanging heavily on him. He had messed up again, but maybe, just maybe, he had done something to make Kevin Owens see him in a different light. This was the moment of truth. As they stood together in the ring, the crowd erupted in cheers, sensing that the real story was just beginning. Would Sami Zayn rise to the challenge, or would he continue to make mistakes that cost him everything? Only time would tell. But for now, Sami Zayn had impressed Kevin Owens in a way no one could have predicted. He had a chance to make things right, or to mess it all up once again. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.